welcome to the one Skullgirl stream that happens on Saturdays. It's this time on time. For once, like ever.
Nobody ever does it.
We're actually on time. It's disgusting, really. I feel dirty.
Maybe we should,
Should we turn it off for a few more minutes just to make sure?
we should probably do that.
Ah, we're already here. That's too much effort.
See.
No one's gonna be here because no one's gonna expect us to be on time.
True.
And really, I don't blame them.
I mean, let's try. Crank sometimes does it on time.
Sam,
What?
I invited you to the lobby.
Oh. I'm also eating dinner.
Hmm. Post that there. Hey, who's here? Raise your hand if you're here, but in chat. Who's here and like not at Frosty? Because Frosty's this weekend. So I'm a little bit spooked. I've been trying to stay off Twitter. Because, the new Ruby episode came out today. And hashtag Ruby spoilers was one of the top trending things in Virginia.
Oh shit.
So something went down.
My Ruby. Give me a second, by the way.
Once again, reminder, this is the audio test. It should be fine, because I haven't touched anything. But if it's not, shout at me.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
You know what the spoilers is?
What?
Ruby and Mice. That's all I'm saying.
I hope so. But Bumblebee wasn't trending when that happened. Like, even that gay didn't make trending. So
Unfortunately.
something went down. By,
Nope. Dumbledore dies, that's what it is.
yeah, that's probably it. You know, I actually had that spoiled for me?
Unfortunate.
With somebody doing the joke of it's been too long, so there's no way I'm spoiling anyone. And then it got spoiled for me.
They didn't mean to.
'Cause I didn't read Harry Potter until after high school. My then girlfriend was obsessed with it, so I was forced to read through them.
But did you like them?
Eh.
Eh.
I could see myself really liking them if I read them as a kid.
Fair enough. My mom fucking loves them.
I think if I grew up with them, it would have been...
Would have been.
I don't remember. But anyway.
You were literally making the fault.
No, I have to keep doing the stream, Sam. If your name is Hardlight Blacksmith and or Soul Surge 3, let me know you're here and we can get going. Unfortunately, Fluff, I'm going to kick you because it's not quite your turn yet, unfortunately. You are the last matchup today. And I'm also going to throw out once again, when anyone's doing the sign-up form, the most important section of the sign-up form is the hours you have. So, if you're gonna sign up, make sure your hours are correct and that they're there.
Otherwise, we'll ban you.
It's just so much harder to make matchups when they're not. Soul Surge 3 and Hard Light Blacksmith. We got word on them? I know it's weird that we're on time. I don't expect them to be on time because we're never on time. I totally would have been like, I'm sure I have like an extra 15 minutes before I actually have to be there.
Nah. This time you better be on time, otherwise you're getting
No.
ridiculed, made fun of.
Well, then we're gonna get made fun of.
So you like getting made fun of.
Cool. We got one here. I'm gonna put the lobby link in the Twitch chat. Let's join off that. It's also in the Get Gr8 channel. You do have to scroll up a second because we were talking about Frosty. And speaking of Frosty, 8 p.m. CST tonight, Skullgirls Top 8 is getting streamed. I haven't been paying attention to pools. I don't know who's there. But I'm sure it'll be exciting. Fluff, please. Fluff, start your turn yet, please. We gotta... Waiting for Soul Surge 3. Hey, Selfish King, what's up? Is this where you learn how to perfect noobs? Exactly. That's all we teach here. If you don't get a perfect, you're like banned from tournaments. If they hit you once, it's over.
You get hit once, you get a copy of Bad Grats.
I can't keep up with that. My wallet can't keep up with that one.
If you lose a match, you get a copy of Bad Rats.
That's even more.
Yep. However, if you get perfected, you get a copy of Bad Rats too. Nobody wants that one. They only want the first one.
I'm looking for Soul Surge in the Discord. Oh, hello! Perfect timing.
Alright. Is it time?
Reminder, you can join through either the lobby link, which I'll post in chat now. It's also in the Discord that you can click. You can also join through the Skullgirls Get Gr8 group chat, which you can find through !GG8 chat, and then join off either me or Sam.
We need Soul Surge in here. Penny.
Mm-hmm.
You got this.
Sure. So if you see the link I posted above, you can just paste that into your browser and it should auto-join you into the lobby. Or you can go through the group chat and then right-click on anyone in this lobby and then click Join Game. Those are the two ways. Yeah, we did it. Alright, ready up whenever you're ready. Reminder, we're doing 5 flat games. Wins don't matter, none. Just straight up 5 games. And, watch Frosty tonight.
Give me a moment. I'm being asked to do something.
Mm-hmm. Painwheel versus Painwheel Parasol. Painwheel mirror is something you don't see very often. Soul Surge definitely got the right idea immediately with hanging out in the air. Painwheel wants to be in the air as much as possible. The ground movement is not so good. Looks like there's a little bit of connection issue. Reminder, if you're watching the stream while you're playing, don't. As the VODs are uploaded automatically, you can immediately after your match, you can go to the video section and watch the VOD of your match. So that you don't have to watch the stream while you're playing. That should help with the connection. Oh, the unblockable. It's hard to say too much right now, because I don't know how much of this is connection. Alright. Whoa! I don't know, a lot of things I could be saying, but I'm not sure how much of it would actually be accurate, or if it's just the connection being really weird. Welcome back. Oh, maybe it looked like it improved? This is normal Skullgirls now. Nice, got the hit. Connection's going a little bit again, but that's fine. I like the tears. You have to be a little bit careful shooting tears against Painwheel because it's really easy for her to fly in your blind spots. You more want to be zoning Painwheel with normals than you do the tier. You got big old disjointed buttons, so things like jump light punch, jump medium punch, jump light kick. Those are all really good against Painwheel in the air. And if you buffer them into jump heavy punch, then it could beat armor. Depending on what they use. Any Switch player here? I've been meaning to get this game for Switch. I don't know if I can plug in my fight stick on Switch, actually. I've not looked into it. It's got USB ports, right? Does that work? Sam, you play Switch. Does it work?
I'm
Alright, good.
Multiple things right now. I'm sorry. There's actual important shit happening in the background.
Unlike this stream, which is not actually important.
This is about losing £1,000, so you know.
I'm upset. Some more drops. If you're gonna be pressuring with Painwheel, I'm gonna start saying things because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the connection's gonna improve. So, when you're pressuring on any character, you definitely don't want to be going into heavy. Painwheel kind of gets a free pass because you can fly cancel things, but you're still really vulnerable to push block.
Okay, I'm good.
And a reminder, push block moves your opponent away from you if you push 2 punch buttons while you block something. It is quite powerful in this game. So if you want them off you and you block something, make sure to push those punch buttons and get them away from you. Alright, install. Your zoning is better in install. Also, fun fact, you can fly cancel nails. So as soon as you shoot nails, you can fly and either go in with them or land and do more nails, so you don't have to eat the recovery frames. So that's kind of hard to do. But fly canceling nails is a thing. Also, I like how the 1 week Swaggo's not here. It's a Painwheel mirror. If you're gonna... Another thing you could work on with Painwheel, if you end up finding yourself going on a heavy, I know the combo goes into viewer, but you definitely don't want to be doing the viewer on block because it's not safe. And even if they don't punish it, you lose your turn completely. So you can go into the training room and do the first 3 hits of your combo, the crouch light, crouch medium, heavy, on the AI, and have the AI set to random block. so that you only fly cancel on block, but you only viewer on hit. It'll take some practice. It's quite difficult, but it's one of the most useful things you'll learn in fighting games.
Which one's beer again?
The grabby claw.
Grabby claw. Okay. That grabby claw is so good if you get good with it.
It's mostly a combo tool. But it's the reason she does so much damage.
Yeah.
That and Hatred install routes. Because all the claws have different effects when you're in Hatred install. Fun facts.
Really?
Yeah!
Interesting. I thought it was just deal more damage and that was it.
No, there's a lot of stuff that changed. She gets more armor on all her junk. The actual damage she deals from armor is more. Her nails are better. She's faster. Her claws change.
Huh. Don't see Primrose, that's why.
Hatred install Painwheel is probably one of the best characters in the game. And it's why if you ever see a Painwheel team at like high level, she's usually run second, because DHCing into Hatred install is really, really good. And then you get to start with a really powerful character.
By the way, what were you asking about Twitch earlier?
I don't know, but I'm not gonna talk about it right now, because there's a thing going on.
Okay.
I'm trying to give advice, so.
Okay. Fine, I see him heated.
Well, I'm not the one that called this stream unimportant.
I'll explain that after the stream.
Yeah, right. Alright, lots of losing hit confirms, but again, that might just be connection. I would still recommend practicing hit confirms in training room. Very, very important, but I don't know how much of this is connection. Also, if you notice your opponent's doing a lot of armor things, armor is broken by sweeps and grabs. Normally, I wouldn't recommend grabbing a whole lot, because I think, honestly, normal grabs kind of suck. Air grabs are different, but normal grabs kind of suck. But if you notice that the opposing Painwheel is using quite a bit of armor, grabs can be quite useful, since they break it.
Just a reminder, this is up to 5 matches, not 3 this time.
Yep, we're doing 5.
So little people that signed up.
We did 5 last week, too.
I know, but like, sometimes people are like, is it 3? Is it 5? That sort of thing.
Also, fun fact, if you go to the weekly matchups and notes, you can figure out how many games that it is in the first line.
If you're part of the Discord, which you can get to by typing !Discord.
Solo versus solo with Painwheel Hatred installed timer counts as if it's 10% or 6. I have no idea. You know the last time I saw a Painwheel mirror? It was probably like when the dinosaurs were around.
The only player that I see that ever plays Painwheel consistently, personally, is Swagger. That's it.
And that's plays in quotes.
Yeah, in quotes.
If you, yeah. I want to see more jump medium punch out of both people. Jump medium punch is a really, really good button. It's not one you want to abuse too much, but like at this level, you can just jump medium punch. You know how long it's been since I've seen a solo Painwheel? It's like people that play solo Squiggly. I only know one person that does it, and he does it for a meme. He doesn't even actually play it.
Yeah.
Nice. Good confirm. Dropped it, unfortunately. You went the heavy kick. If that wasn't a drop confirm, that heavy kick, I'm because I see, this is something I've been meaning to talk about anyway. I see a lot of people trying to do combos by mashing the buttons out. Like, okay, so my next button is jump medium punch, jump heavy kick, and then like stand light punch. I see a lot of people do jump medium punch twice until it comes out, and then jump hard punch 3 times, and then they mash jump hard kick until the animation's over. Don't do that. Make sure you got clean inputs, because mashing is never going to be 100% consistent, because you don't have a timing, and it could lead to situations like that where you do jump hard kick into stand hard kick, which is not very good.
Plus, just having good timing can feel a lot more satisfying.
Yeah, having good execution, I think, is quite important. I know a lot of people that disagree with me, but...
I'm not going to say that.
Kenji would hard disagree with me. Crank would disagree with me because he doesn't have execution.
Top 16 in mystery, though.
He's good at mystery, I'll give him that.
Yeah, he's good at mystery. Yeah, whenever he's given a game that nobody knows anything about, he'll pick it up quickly.
I can tell you why he does so good at mystery, too. Because he just mashes jab out of everything on hit, too. And when neither player knows the game, that's going to work a lot of the time.
Because jab is usually the fastest move.
Yeah. It's a god-awful habit. But when neither people know the game, I mean...
Work tight.
Alright. I ain't gonna get in resets and junk yet. Nice, good call on the pillar. You can actually pick up off pillar for a combo. That's another thing you might want a training room, just the conversion off your assist. Those are also quite important, as it turns like 1,500 damage into like 7,000 damage, and that is a pretty big difference.
I feel like Blacksmith wanted to like try and combo that snap.
Yeah.
But I think he dropped it there.
So it's a little hard to say too much because that connection was a little bit janky, it looked like. But the first thing I'm going to say is if you go to the Twitch chat and you type !B&B, you'll find a link to a really helpful resource. Those are not optimal combos, those are not the combos that you want to be using 24/7, but they're a really good starting point in figuring out how your routes work and how to get pretty good damage for pretty easily. I would recommend looking at those and practicing them. I would recommend practicing conversions, like off your assist or off random jump moves or whatever. Hit confirming is going to be a big one against the random block dummy. Do more jump medium punch. That's my tips there, really, in a nutshell. I should figure out how to combo off of updo. You just Gregor, and then you pick up off Gregor normally. Yeah, the Mizumi wiki got a bunch of Skullgirls stuff now. I haven't fully looked through it, but I looked at it like once and it was pretty cool. The Mizumi wiki's awesome. I used it for Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, and Unist. That thing's awesome. Updo assist? Oh yeah. Alright, next match on stream. We're in intermediate now. Dr. versus Dry Trap.
Trap's a solo band, aren't they? Or am I
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm like the old cowboy from Ghost Rider the movie. I've seen so many people come and go, I don't remember names anymore. I don't even think he says that in the movie, but that's like the look I'm going for, you know? What's that guy's name? He's got a really good mustache.
Prototype Ghost Rider.
No. The old guy with the mustache. What's his actor's name?
Oh, the actor's name? I don't know. I've seen him a few times, but I don't know.
I have too. He like mumbles a lot.
Yeah.
The heck is this guy? Sam Elliott. That's who it is.
Good old Sam Elliott.
All right. On to important things. All right, that's something that you should be able to jump on reaction, but you kind of have to lab it out a little bit. Nice. So things you should be looking for both players. You've already noticed Dr. is running A-Train Assist. And Bayo neutral with A-Train Assist is not good. It's just like normal solo Bayo neutral and pressure. So you shouldn't be too afraid of actually blocking things, because his pressure is not going to be good. You should be afraid of jumping, because he'll get a lot off an A-Train. But you should not be afraid of pressure itself. And on Dr. Doctor's end, you should notice that Dry Trap is already playing really patiently, which means you can probably get away with a lot of grabs. You probably don't want to be waking up Reversal too much, but it worked there, so don't listen to me, I guess.
No, they should... Wait, what are you talking about? They should listen to you.
If it's working.
There's no point. Also, I was noticing that Dr. Doctor was doing a lot of unsafe brasses.
Yeah, that is definitely not a habit you want to fall into. That's the big band trap. Big old punch move does a lot of damage. Really fun to use. Don't do it.
Smack them.
Don't do it. Hey, Sunset's in top 8 winner's side and Frosty. Go watch Frosty tonight. Sunset's fun to watch anyway. Sunset's heckin' good.
Atlas Fortunes are still plays, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I stole her Parasol color. It's the only reason I use this color. I stole it from her. I didn't even fight her for it. I just took it.
How dare you?
And then she stopped playing Parasol. Hey, Blind Fish.
Good job, Penny. You stopped the Parasol player.
She wasn't really a Parasol player. She was more of a Parasol assist player. Which is understandable. That's definitely not a move you want to be doing on Wake Up. It works if they jump for some reason. But if they don't, if they stand there, post Super Flash, every character has a way to punish the Airwolf. Big Band just needs to beat Extend. It's pretty easy. And Bayo needs to, I don't know why I'm talking about Bayo, but Bayo H-chairs. So that's not a move you want to be doing on Wake Up. If you're going to Wake Up with a Bayo move, if you expect them to do a normal, H-chair is really good on block, so that's not a problem. But if they grab, it'll beat it, because it's not grab and vuln. And if you're reading a grab, you should just be jumping. But I think Bayo's Wake Up supers are really underwhelming when he has H-chair, which is like a DP that's plus for some reason. I mean, I know why. He can't do it more than once because his chair's gone, but why is it plus, you know?
Because he gets one use out of it, I guess.
Yeah, but, like, why couldn't it have been, like, -1? Why's it gotta be plus, Mike Z?
Because it's a chair.
Come on, Mike Z. Sand Hard Punch is unsafe, and that's a chair. Alright, Dry Trap's putting on his big boy pants. We're default band color. Oh, unfortunate. You actually were out of Undizzy, so that wouldn't have even been real. I think last time on Get Gr8, though, I was talking about optimizing your damage. It looks like you've gone a little bit with it. You're definitely doing a lot more now. Alright, now he's got no chairs, so you should be looking out for any of the armor moves just to punish them. His neutral is so much weaker without chair.
You probably don't want to throw a chair just randomly in neutral like that.
Yeah, there's some matchups where chairless is pretty good, I've heard. I haven't played enough Beowulf. But especially for this level, if you're not using your chair, like JMK loops, he was listening to me.
Whoa.
Level 3. You probably could have killed with even less Undizzy. I'm not saying that you didn't do a good job, because you've definitely optimized your band. Those loops are pretty hard. But for future reference, I will say level 3 does less damage in the corner than it does mid-screen, because there's less trumpets hitting you. So if you're going to level 3 then, you want to be side-switching. You can do... Oh, I've seen people do it. I think it's like something into stand hard kick, and then you E-break cancel it, and then you do like crouch medium punch, stand hard kick again, and E-break that, and they go over you, and then you can level 3. Don't quote me on that. But there's something to do with stand hard kick and E-break, and they go over you. And in other news, stop waking up with supers, because it's not working.
Oh, so you need to finish your thought on the chair.
If you're not using chair to pressure, don't be throwing it. If you're just hitting them once with it, it ain't doing nothing. You need that. Like, you gotta hit on him for like 5 damage, but now your neutral is severely crippled. I could see it being decent against Band, because Sweep would beat Brass and stuff, but you've kind of already seen that Dry Trap's not throwing out brasses or E-breaks. So I don't actually know how useful that is. Yeah, that's parryable on reaction too. We're a bit too far on the string, but it's fine. Clean hit.
Nice pickup.
Nice. I like how you killed with a light to keep undizzy usage low. You definitely don't want to be getting into the habit of doing stuff into Giant Step. That's not the... You're definitely throwing out quite a few heavies on block. And you should be getting punished for these. Some of them are fine, like when he can't push block you away, but you lose a lot of health if he push blocks you into level 3 counter hit. That's a lot of damage.
Especially mid-screen against the big band.
Yeah. That's a kill.
Because if I remember correctly, Big Band takes the most damage from that thing just because he's massive.
Yeah, because he's huge.
And he gets more projectiles hitting him.
And depending on how much meter they have, they could also pick up off the level 3. Because you can do a brass into SSJ and get even more damage.
Disgusting.
And that's universal. It might not be universal in Squiggly, actually, but I know you can do an SSJ. That one might be like a 1-frame link, I'm pretty sure. Execution is important.
I mean, you say this.
Execution is important. Alright, good pickup. If you're going to be using A-Train assist like this, you should be doing this off of every hit. I think this is the first time I've seen you do an A-Train route with hype. You should be doing it off of every hit and cashing out on damage as much as you can. The reason this team is gross isn't because of the neutral or the pressure, it's just the raw damage that it does. I don't know if you've watched Rabble Flaggers play, but I mean that guy just kills off of every hit.
He's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, and the combos look awesome too.
Yeah.
He's the reason this team is good. Everybody said this team was a meme until he came along. Everyone's like, no, you just run brass. A-Train's awful. And then Rabble started getting top 8s, and they're like, wait a minute. And that just shows you how cool of a game Skullgirls is, because we're still figuring out stuff. And this game's heckin' old. I'm noticing a lot of hard reads from Dry Trap, but at this point in the game, you might just have a download on them. Which means it's totally fine, because they're working every time. Definitely not unreasonable to have a download on Game 5. Oops.
Yeah, you probably don't want to use Giant Step in your combos like that.
Well, to convert off grab, Light Giant Step's a pretty good way to do it.
Really?
Yeah, because you're not in range to do anything. The two things you convert off grab is Light Giant Step and E-Break. But you normally grab in the corner, so you don't have that problem. So if you want good, better damage, E-Break it, because Giant Step scales and uses. Actually, grab might use stun. I don't actually know.
Wait, but hold on. The grab, like you can only do like jab. I mean, you can only do E-Break or Giant Step, is what you're saying.
Yeah, if you want to convert into a full thing.
I've done medium before, like crouch medium. That reaches.
Crouch medium's also god awful for damage. You can do crouch medium, but your route is crouch medium into crouch heavy.
I mean, yeah, because I'm bad at it.
You're not in range to do stand heavy and get anything. And you could theoretically do crouch medium, crouch heavy, and then E-Break and convert. But at that point, you should just be E-Breaking at the start. Sandy Dandy Dino.
It's Sandy Dandy Dino. Alright, stream's over. We said his name.
I've been DM'd.
By who?
Kubi saying they want to get in. I'll let you play Sandy Dandy, but I want you to know that Fluff has like 1,300 hours. So I might depending on how the matches go, I might not be able to give Fluff very much advice. And Kubi's also asking, but I don't know how many hours they have. Yeah, we'll try it.
I'll be back in a second.
We'll try it. Alright, let's get Fluff in here. If it ends up being completely one-sided, then we'll swap out, because Fluff did sign up for advice, and it's hard to give advice to someone that's popping off too much. This is the last person that signed up. We'll try it. We'll see how it goes. Like we can try a game. It won't be. It's not that bad.
I am back. I'm ready to see Fluff get destroyed. Hello?
Hi.
Okay.
I'm.
My mic had broke again.
Now I'm talking to people. Yeah, if this doesn't go very well, we'll get Dry Trap in here, because they offered to. We'll see how it goes, because it might be even. Who knows?
Maybe Sandy Dandy Dino's a Sandy Dandy Dino god. Who knows?
See how it goes. I can still give advice. I'm seeing a lot of crouch medium kick, and I'm already going to tell you not to do that. Because crouch medium kick scales you so bad. It's a low, where stand medium kick is a mid, but it kills your damage. This isn't looking too bad so far.
I mean, like...
First bait, good defense. Got hit.
Trouble kick confirming.
This is the big problem with Philly. When she gets a hit, you're kind of unfortunate, pretty sad.
Pretty sad.
Nice confirm. Pretty slow. Dropped your combo. That's unfortunate. You should be dead. Definitely didn't need to spend that much meter, but
Yeah, wouldn't have level 1 worked?
yeah, there were definitely other ways to do that. If you're going to be running double second, because it looks like you're playing Josh's team, if you're going to be running double second, make sure you have a route that does, with 5 on Dizzy left, DHC into cat heads, and then let's double to do the final string. Because those routes do so much damage. You get 2 full supers, whatever you're DHCing from, and cat heads, completely unscaled from Undizzy, because Undizzy makes you do less damage. And then double gets through the final string, and double H-Bomber does way too much damage. So make sure you have that route. If you have double, specifically second, and I'd even recommend to do it with double anchor with your second, to get that route. Yeah, level 1 probably would have worked too, but I'm still going to say this because a lot of doubles don't have it, and they should. And it's the same amount of meter as car DHC, so if you can do it for less Undizzy. Whoever decided cat heads is 1 meter as look at the restand easily off of Fenrir. I could see that, but I could also see you doing Gregor and then not finishing Gregor into cat heads. That's still going to be a ton of damage because of Undizzy. But there's probably some way to do it off Fenrir. I've seen people do it off Fenrir, so I'm sure there's some way to make it consistent. But I don't think I could get it first try, you know?
Problem with Philia is I can't tell if these are drops or intentional, like same sides or what.
No, these are all intentional.
Okay.
Jump heavy kick plus assist is probably something you don't want to be doing off wake up like that. Just because jump heavy kick's a mid, there's not much, and jump heavy kick's really bad on whiff. I know you can combo off of it. You should be able to restand off of it. You have to use OTG, but you can restand off of it if you hit twice with cat heads. Honestly, if you do cat heads early enough, you might be able to restand off of it. But even Philia doesn't need OTG to do her heads. What?
Does DP come out in time to beat Philia?
What do you mean?
Like, when she's like that close to the ground, does she get to the ground faster than the DP comes out?
No.
No? Okay.
This game doesn't have cross-tag safe jumps.
Ah, okay. Good.
Unless you're Parasol.
Okay, never mind then.
Which is why I like her a lot. Now, Philia shouldn't need OTG to do her routes anyway, because of her jump hard kick, dash, jump light kick, jump medium punch, jump hard kick. That doesn't take OTG and you get a restand. Definitely have OTG-less routes you can go. Alright, rounds start tagging to Fukua. I'm gonna pretend like that was a misinput. Otherwise, don't do that. Nope. Time the second light kick, so they fell out. You can pick up off that too. It looks like it looks like you're dropping a lot of conversions that you probably shouldn't be dropping at this point. Like, off of assists and off of And I'm gonna say, even though you have however many hours, I'm gonna say the exact same thing I say in beginners, and say don't be afraid to use arcade mode, because bots just jump around and they're moving, it's a moving target, and you have to be ready to convert when you get hits off of assists and stuff. It's definitely not useless. Now, I'm saying you can do Fenrir to cat heads really easily if you still have OTG. So you have to do the restand route to do Fenrir into cat heads.
Why does he still have OTG, and why does it have to be with OTG?
If you do it with OTG, then the only requirement for that the pickup to work is you hit them twice with cat heads. Which isn't very hard. But to actually do it without OTG, I haven't labbed it, but it might be a little bit tricky because they come down really fast and you can't hit them while they're on the ground. I haven't tried it, but in theory it sounds brain dead without OTG, and Philia has a lot of routes without OTG. What's Abby sending me?
Probably
I don't know what that is.
You should send it to me.
I don't wanna.
Why not?
Message him and say send it to me.
Okay.
It'll scare him. Give him a spook.
I did it. I said send it to me. I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, I know.
This looks very familiar, bro.
I don't know why I got it either.
Yeah, never did I.
Alright. Thank you, Jinky. What's up? My dogs are going. Right, you probably want to let Gregor rock there. You have a robo on incoming and you're feeling it. I'm assuming you just wanted to play double, but if we're going with the Get Gr8 thing, you know, let Gregor rock and let Philia keep going, because that's exactly where you want to be with Philia, with the robo under pressure like that. And stop using crouch beam kick. I said it earlier, but I'm saying it again.
What did Fluff get off that grab? Like, how did they get the grab off? Did they just do it on weak up?
They just did it. It's the armored one. You just do it.
Oh, it was the armored one? Okay, because I was thinking, like, why are you doing that on weak? Come on.
If you notice they're pushing a lot of buttons, I mean, it's not the worst. It's not good, but it's not the worst thing.
Yeah, but is it good against, like, because I noticed that Sandy was jumping a lot as well.
I mean, I did too. But because it's against a Fukua, and jump hard kick vacuums you onto the ground, it's really not bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not bad.
I mean, it's terrible and it's awful. You probably never did.
It's awful, but it's an option. Yeah, when you...
Terrible option, but it's an option.
When you know you have a lot of resources left if it doesn't work, and you're pretty confident in the ability of it to work, you can do it. And part of that's just knowing who you're fighting too. Like, if you know that your opponent doesn't have optimal combos or routes, and you're pretty confident with either not taking a lot of damage or, you know, being able to block the mix, just do some unsafe junk, because why does it matter if you get hit?
That sounds like heavy brass mentality.
It's heavy brass mentality if you're confident that you're not going to take damage for it. If your opponent's B&B is light, medium, heavy, heckin' do heavy brass, I don't care. You're going to take 4 damage for a punish. Whatever. But if your opponent has any kind of combo, don't do it. It's a huge mistake.
Somebody clipped that. Penny said it's okay to heavy brass.
On those conditions, yes.
I have learned a great deal today.
And that's not something I would have said before, but playing against Sam enough made me realize that.
What?
You didn't normally have, like, optimal routes, so I could just do some junk. Like, in Tekken, your punish for things that are unsafe is, like, 1-2. So I don't mind if I do something unsafe if I have life, because I'm just going to eat a 1-2.
Yeah.
Whereas if you do something like launch punishable against a Lily, you're just going to take half your life.
Fair enough.
Even today, Sam's helping me learn fighting game lessons.
Because I'm the only type of player that plays against the plays like that.
You're just the only type of player.
I'm the only
You
type
can
of
stop
player.
there.
I play the game, that's it.
Sam has fun with games. He's one of the outliers.
I try to have fun with games. I don't want to play them like they'll get good or anything. I just want to play. I want to have a good time.
Sam plays games for fun, and if that's not gross, I don't know what is. Anyway, advice I could give: work on your hacking conversions. There were so many drop conversions that shouldn't have been dropped. And the best way to do that, and this is gonna sound stupid, is arcade mode. Because bots are moving around, you don't know what they're doing because they're heckin' bots, and the bots are awful. But it's you'll get the random hits, and then you need to know what to do off it. It ain't bad. I had Abby boot me again. I keep getting booped. He sent me another one.
He sent you, so I asked him what it was. Apparently it's a dating sim on Twitch, not on Twitch, on the Switch. Where you date guys, but the translation's really bad.
I sent him the brick picture.
Oh, good. It's what he deserves.
But on Skullgirls can't be on the same... Yeah, it doesn't exist. Ain't no fun in my Skullgirls. That's why I've been playing for years.
That's why I stopped playing Skullgirls.
That's why I have like 2,000 hours, because I hate this game. Hey, that was Skullgirls Get Gr8.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is it nighttime for the open lobby?
Nah, heck that. So, that's the one thing I've heard from Skullgirls, especially like Kenan said it. This is the most emotional fighting game you'll ever play.
I mean...
This is like... When you get bopped in Skullgirls, you just don't get to play. Like, there are other games where you don't get to play, like, quote-unquote, but there's still a neutral that you have to screw up in first that, you know, you actually get to play. Whereas in Skullgirls, when the other person's beaten on you, you just actually don't get to play because everything is gross. But it's a good time.
Is it?
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know about that one, friend.
Yeah, I quite enjoy this game because of how, like, overpowered everything is. This is, like, the definition of when everyone's broken, no one is. This and, like, Marvel 3, which is pretty much what Mike was going for, because this is supposed to be, like, Mike's Marvel 3.
Or set to give the mirage of having a chance.
Yeah, but then, like, some teams don't even have that. If you're playing against BOA Train, they're not resetting you, they're just killing you. Yeah, this was, like, Mike Z's idea for a Marvel 2 sequel. This is, like, Mike Z's spiritual Marvel 3.
I just like to think that, like, at
Marvel 2
Capcom,
too.
there's just like a billboard of like the Marvel vs. Capcom like timeline, and like there's like a split after 2. One leading the 3, one leading the Skullgirls.
Yeah. Dude, heckin' Mike Z, I don't know how many people here know this, because I didn't know it. I was watching a Street Fighter streamer, as I am prone to watch other games from time to time. And Mike Z's played a butt ton of Third Strike. And he wrote a document that's like pages long that rebalances the entire game from the ground up. And every Street Fighter player that I've heard have read that are like, this guy is really, really good at game designing. And nobody knows he made a game. I'm upset.
I mean, they do though.
Not the guy I was watching. He had no idea.
Oh, okay.
He made it like a tweet about like I need to find more ways to make money, and I'm like, I will pay you if you play Skullgirls. And he didn't answer me. He liked my tweet, but he didn't answer me.
He's like, yeah, I like that, but nah.
Reminder: play Skullgirls.
Individual should have been a fight in the game. Okay, fluff. Can we
Kind
ban
of
them?
is. It's a little bit.
I mean, no,
A little bit.
it's not.
JRPG, but you're fighting other people. It's not
I
even
mean,
a JRPG. It's an RPG.
If you're saying it like that, chess is a
Cooking Mom is a fighting game.
Oh my goodness.
You're fighting against the controls. Yeah, there are setups that beat out push block, but push block is probably the best defensive option in this game, because a lot of things that beat push block lose to PBGC, and the requirement to PBGC is to push block.
Wait, you're fighting against the controls in what? Sorry.
Cooking Mom.
The controls that bad?
I don't know, I've never played it.
Oh,
No, so, like, if double starts hitting you, like, if you block a jump hard punch in the air, you have time to push block and then PBGC falling jab. That's still an option you have. Things that beat push block, 9 times out of 10 will lose to PBGC. Puyo Puyo Tetris is a fighting game. That's true.
True.
The Tetris is fighting the Puyo. No, you're right. There is more to SG than just push blocking, but we're talking about defensive options. If you're under pressure and you want to get out, your 2 best options are push block and PBGC. I mean, Fluff's not entirely wrong, because Sage's team is entirely based on killing you whenever he decides to mash. And it works really well.
Hydra, you're too late, the stream's over.
Yeah, we're turning it off. So, if you want to learn the timing for PBGC, I'm going to show this off on stream real quick, because we're still here and we're turning it off. Normally I wouldn't do this till the live stream, but I'm going to do it here anyway.
Might as well. Get great. It's time to learn.
If you want to learn how to PBGC... let me turn off hitboxes. So you see that, at the top, where the buttons are that show you the undizzy stuff? Where's my select button? Do I not have a select button?
Penny, you're a maverick, Penny.
Use a high-low assist for demonstration. Are you talking about Absolute Guard? Because I'm not talking about Absolute Guard. Do I not have a select button? What happened to my select button?
You go into the controls and find out.
Hold on. Technical difficulties. Okay, I don't know why that button's different. I haven't changed that in years. Who would I suggest to add to Bayo A-Train to improve your neutral? Rabble ran Painwheel with heckin' Pinion Dash. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but it's an option. A lot of... You really just want a lockdown assist, is the big thing. Okay, so you see the thing at the top that shows you, like, when you're doing combos, what, there's set to blocking. The thing in the top middle, right under the timer, right? If you're blocking something and you push block, it flashes green for a second, and that green flash is when you get to PBGC. So if you do a move, as the green flash happens, you'll get a PBGC every time. The game shows you the timing.
Where's the green flag?
Underneath the timer?
Oh, okay. The whole box just flashes. Okay.
Yeah. So if you time your thing with the green flash underneath the timer, it's really fast because the window's not big. But if you see the green flash there, that's the PBGC window. This game has the best trading mode, hands down. Tekken's got really good recently, but this game's still miles ahead. Yeah, parry timing also gets shown with the thing at the top. It may be at the under the timer, I don't know. I haven't practiced parries in forever, but parries do also get shown. Yeah, I usually talk about it during the lab streams, but Leroy's busted. Leroy's disgustingly busted, and I love it.
Don't...
You can't see the flash? You can set this up yourself, because it's very possible that it's hard to see on stream because of, like, you know, it's on stream reasons. But if you want to set it up yourself, if you go to attack data, you can set it to advanced, and then just have a bot do a multi-hit move. And then push block, and then you can see it.
If you're talking about exactly where it is, it's like, see where like the buttons are, like the button layout is, and at the very top, just below the timer, that whole box flashes green.
Yeah. There's a lot of training room things on this game that, like, are really, really good, but not many people know. Like, frame advance. Frame advance is really, really good in training room, but not a lot of people know about it.
Actually, could you do that?
What, frame advance?
Like, frame advance until the green box appears, and then just pause it on the green box?
Maybe. I don't actually remember how to do frame advance, I'll be honest.
I thought it was the plus and minus keys.
Yeah, I think there's something you have to do first, though, because mine's not happening. Actually, you know what it is? I think it's a console command you need, and I reformatted, so I don't have it right now.
Ah, fair enough.
But frame advance lets you play through training room frame by frame. So you can try out, you know, really, really hard links and stuff without actually having to do them, because you can play through frame by frame. It lets you see hitboxes, you can pause on whatever frame you want, so you can see hitboxes, you can see interactions, you can see whatever. It's huge.
Should do slow-mo mode.
Yeah, so you do dash debug keys. I don't have that right now because I reformatted. And then plus and minus are how you change it. Man, I can't wait for the next live stream. I love live streams. When's the next live stream? Oh, it might be next week, actually.
Tomorrow, Penny.
Definitely not tomorrow. It might be next week, though.
Oh.
I'll have to talk to Crank, because I think we said 4th Saturday. Yeah, it's next week. Alright, well, come back next week for the lab stream, where I sit in training room for hours and answer people's questions with visuals. And it's my favorite stream ever.
Tell you how bad you are.
I love the lab streams, legitimately. So that's exciting. Show up on Wednesday for Skullgirls Be Great, which is like Get Great, except it's a tournament, and we don't tell you how to get good because you just fight other people. But there's a tournament, and there's cash prizes, and it's exciting.
Rats to be won.
Yeah. So this Wednesday is not the cash. This Wednesday is the cash prize, and then we have a 5th Wednesday that's going to be some kind of weird tourney. It's probably going to end up being a team tourney because that's normally what we do. But this Wednesday is cash prize, and then after that. To find some friends to play with, Pokemon style.
It's gonna be a Tekken tournament on that Saturday.
I'd be down. I'd be super down.
I won't.
Think I saw your Parasol tutorial once? No. It's weird to me that people watch that. I've made that however long ago, and it still weirds me out that people are like, oh yeah, I watched that, and I'm like, oh, wait, people watch the things I made, that's weird.
Why would they do that?
It's not even that, it's just like, I made something that gets used.
No,
I'm not used to it.
I personally think, why would they do that? It's Parasol.
That one's still slightly out of date, too. I need to, I didn't even talk about Stand Hard Punch on that thing. And if you know me, you know I like Stand Hard Punch.
Yeah, you should do an updated one.
I did do an updated one at some point, but that was with people that I don't like anymore, so I'm not uploading that one.
Should do it again then.
Yeah, probably. No problem. I'll probably end up streaming an updated one at some point, because I have a lot more to talk about now. And that one will be hours, because I've gotten used to just sitting in training room and talking. As you can tell, because the stream's been over for like 20 minutes, and I'm just in training room talking.
This is Penny's like element, is the training room.
Yeah, I live here. I was the person, the first time I signed up for Get Great, I had absolute... Crank even commented on this. Actually, it wasn't even Crank when I first signed up, it was some other guy. But the first thing they said about me was, I have god-awful neutral, I have nothing else except for combo execution, because I just sat in training room and that's all I did. I like training room. That hasn't changed.
Training room is, I mean, for the purpose of the stream, I'll say it's good.
Training room's awesome.
For my sanity, I'll say it's bad.
You can say you don't like it, but you can't say it's bad.
That's fair. Okay, I don't like it. I hate it.
That's fine, but it's not bad. No, I will live in the lab. I have, like, every fighting game on Steam. I've labbed every fighting game on Steam. I have B&Bs for most characters in every game, and I play, like, 3 of them. I'll load up heckin'... What's a good example?
Dan Pianta, or whatever that game was.
Who?
The MS Paint fighting game.
Oh no, that thing's that one's not happening.
So you don't have a combo for you gotta go in the training.
No, I have a combo for that one. That game just sucks.
The Kill la Kill fighting game.
I do have a combo for that one. I learned B&Bs.
Fight Show.
The heck is Fight Show? Did you just make that up?
Fight Show.
I think you just made that up.
No, it's a
I
very
have
crappy
B&Bs for the maids in Melty.
What about that animal fighting game?
I haven't bought that one yet because money.
But still,
alright, we're gonna turn the stream off. Thanks, friends. Goodbye.